My goal is to build my own brand new dream home. I'm Saku Tsuruga, and I'm currently living in the city and working at a company while chasing after this dream. I'm sure everyone has thought about their dream home at least once in their lives. I'm just a regular guy that wants to get closer to that goal day by day. People often tell me, "You're still too young," or "Do you need it when you're single?" I hear it a lot more than I'd like to. Breakfast really is the most important meal of the day. Bean sprouts. Bean sprouts are the way. They're cheap and they go with everything. I'm living a wonderfully cheap life, trying to save whatever I can for my dream home. The only issue is, they don't have much nutritional value, nor can I get full from this. Well, it's a trade-off. As long as it goes in my stomach, anything's fine. If it's not enough, I can just have some sugar cubes or something. They're cheap, they're sweet, and they taste good. Well then, I should hurry up and finish eating to get ready for work. Good morning. After I got my breakfast in, I headed straight to the office. Breakfast is my source of energy for the day. Recently, I've seen more and more colleagues coming to work without having breakfast, but I think that's a problem, because thanks to making breakfast, I was able to break a little sweat before coming to work.
Oh, good morning.
Long brown hair down to her waist, beautiful proportions that you can see even through her suit, a graceful and beautiful face with eyes as clear as the ocean. She's easily the most popular girl amongst all the male employees, known as the unobtainable flower, because she's so beautiful and nobody can approach her. She's in the same sales department as me, and she's my colleague who's the same age. And so, this beauty, named Misato Kurashiki, greeted me with a vitamin drink in one hand. Hey, you! What a luxurious way to start your morning.
That's especially funny coming from you.
We entered the company at the same time, and we have the same salary. Why is she able to afford such luxuries? How many meals do I have to hold back on for me to get to that level?
I don't think you need to hold back on any meals.
You idiot! That costs the same as 5 packs of bean sprouts!
Are you still living off bean sprouts? Are you stupid?
How dare she insult my bean sprouts like that? That are getting me towards my dream home. This is why there are too many young people these days who don't look or plan into the future.
You're the one to talk who isn't looking into your health or nutrition.
What are you saying? I exercise every day. That's how much I care about my health.
As in, you're walking the 7 stations instead of taking the train to work.
This is exactly what they call 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, don't get me wrong. I'm someone that saves when they want to save. That's the type of person I am.
Now that you mention it, you go to work happy hours and such.
Although I only eat bean sprouts for a week after that.
Isn't that what you do every day anyway?
Look, I have a dream and I'm going to make it happen.
Dream home. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've heard it a million times.
I'll never give up on my dream. Don't you think that that's beautiful?
That's why we're going drinking today.
How is that connected to anything we were just talking about? That's completely unrelated to my dream home.
Because you always refuse to go drinking with me?
Well, that's true. When other people invite me, I do go.
We are colleagues and entered the company at the same time. Once wouldn't hurt, would it?
But you see... Yeah, did you hear that? Surely this can't be the case. But he better not be trying to go drinking with Miss Kurashiki. Our beautiful flower is going to be tainted if you lay your dirty hands on her. There's a chance that I would be shunned from the rest of the company. I just don't want to die yet.
What are you saying?
If she wasn't so popular, then I guess, if I really had to, if she really insisted, if I really had no other choice, if it really came down to it, I would go for a drink with her.
Whatever. We're going drinking today and you have no other option.
Well, how do I put this in reverse now? I wasn't able to come up with an excuse on the spot. So Miss Kurashiki grabbed me by the base of my neck, and much to my dismay, I was dragged to the restaurant. Goodbye, my bean sprouts.
Are the bean sprouts that important to you?
Goodbye, my life.
You're not going to die of starvation.
That's not what I meant. But I guess I don't need to go there. Sometimes reality can be so harsh. Well then, here we are.
Cheers! Hey, you. What is that?
By that, is she asking about the alcohol that I'm drinking? It's awamori.
Why are you drinking awamori as your first drink?
What? Because it's high in alcohol.
That doesn't mean it's better if you drink it all at once.
It's about the same as having 6 glasses of beer. So what's she trying to say? As long as it goes into your liver, isn't it the same? If anything, the poor liver must get annoyed on having little amounts of alcohol constantly thrown its way. More importantly, why do you insist on going drinking with me so much?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you always refuse?
I mean, you could drink with any guy that you wanted to, so why me? If she were to ask any of the other guys at work, they would all come swimming to the line. Their minds must be so crowded with desire, those brainless fish.
I went to drink with some of them at a company event, but I didn't exactly have a good time.
Interesting.
Do you remember what my old job was?
A job where you show a lot of skin and you take a lot of money from your customers. If I remember correctly, before she came to our company, she was working at a lounge as a hostess. Of course, I heard it from her herself.
You're not wrong. But there are better ways to say it.
How am I supposed to know? I've never been to one. That would be the opposite of going towards my dream home.
Anyway, I got tired of it already.
Tired of what?
Being complimented like that all the time and having men look at me like I'm just another piece of meat. And giving me their money for it.
What the heck? That sounds amazing. Maybe I should become a nightclub hostess.
That's why someone who is the complete opposite of that. Wait, what are you searching all of a sudden?
Job listings for a lounge hostess.
Are you dumb?
Dumb? How rude of her. Even I had the highest grades in my high school, and I was famous for being smart, if I actually tried.
If you're going to do it, you would be a host, you know that. Forget it.
What do you mean?
Your face.
I'm sorry. Can someone please give me some brass knuckles?
I knew that it would be fun to go drinking with you.
I'm not having any fun at all.
We only just started, but let's go drinking again sometime.
Actually, I've been pretty broke lately.
Why are you trying to reject me already?
No matter how beautiful she is, I still wanted to refrain from multiple nights of drinking. This was a one-time occasion. The next day, after having drinks with Miss Kurashiki, good morning, I felt like a skeleton with my stomach and my back nearly kissing each other, but today was another day of making moves towards my dream home.
What's wrong? Why the long face? You look like you're going to collapse at any moment.
I didn't eat breakfast today.
That's rare. Despite being an extreme cheapo, you always eat your 3 meals.
I actually didn't realize that the bean sprouts in my fridge were out of date.
You could have just eaten something else.
Something else?
Why is there a question mark at the end of that?
Because the fridge is a place for bean sprouts and drinks only, obviously.
I'm really worried about your diet.
She didn't have to sigh that much about it.
That being said, even if I were to support you...
Wait, seriously? That would be amazing! Up to how many dollars?
It doesn't seem like it would be that positive anyway.
What? It would be super positive? Especially for my body, I mean.
All right, I've decided.
Decided what?
That diet of yours? I'm going to do something about it.
Whoa. Now, what did she just say? Yo, Mr. Tsuruga. What have we got here? You bastard. What did she just say to you? Would you like to be minced or sliced? I'll give you the courtesy of an option for your fate. But I didn't do anything! Threatening me just because they overheard Miss Kurashiki really feels excessive. Today was a terrible day. I somehow made it through the day. My shoulders were heavy, not only with the stress from work, but from other exhaustion. Oh, and for some reason, Miss Kurashiki was following me to the supermarket. Turns out, The two of us actually live pretty close to each other.
Wow, what a day you had.
Yeah, well, thanks to you. All right, I'm just going to grab my bean sprouts and...
Hold on a minute there.
Whoa there! You need to let go of me, Missy!
Why are bean sprouts the first thing you reach out for?
Obviously because it's my main meal. Why is she asking when she should know that already? How silly! Fine, fine. If you're going to be so annoying about it, then I won't buy any bean sprouts.
You're the one that's annoying me. But if that's the case, then fine.
To be fair, even I was starting to get a little bit tired of the bean sprouts sometimes. Steam them, stir-fry them, grill them, pickle them. Even then, at least once every 3 months, I would want to eat something else. In times like this... Hey, not again, miss!
Surely you're just buying that for seasoning, right?
What are you saying? Of course. This is my meal.
You know you're going to die!
How rude! Sodium is essential for us to live. It's nutrition.
I knew I was right to come with you.
Despite sighing every few minutes, she started throwing various things into the basket. Hey, who's buying that?
You, of course. Duh.
Oh.
Alrighty then, let's get cooking.
We finished shopping and returned to my house. Together. For some reason, in my kitchen was Miss Kurashiki, wearing an apron and her sleeves rolled up, ready to go. Excuse me, miss, but what are you doing here?
Tomorrow is a day off, so why not?
Does this person have no hesitation about going into a single male's house? What does she plan on doing if I were to attack her? She should be grateful that I'm a nice guy. Although that's not to say that I don't have the courage to... Hey, who's that? Trying to write, "You trashy good-for-nothing piece of crap" guy in the comments section.
Maybe if you have some cooking that's actually delicious, I thought you might begin to like normal food too.
You're saying that like I'm not cooking well at all.
It's hard to believe that's coming out of someone who only eats bean sprouts.
Hey now, stop underestimating the bean sprouts. A few moments later...
It's ready!
Whoa! The table was decorated with colorful plates. How can I say this? Each plate looked like it took a lot of work, but I couldn't deny that everything looked absolutely delicious. However, I see that the cooking is done.
How rude of you.
Oh no, it looks like I may have struck a chord with her. There's an extremely awkward air closing in on us, but I can do something about it. I know I can do something about it. Yum! It's so good!
I'm happy to hear you say that.
I can't remember the last time I ate something other than bean sprouts at home. Yes, it really was delicious.
Well then, does this make you want to eat things other than bean sprouts?
I guess. It makes me miss the bean sprouts, though.
I'm starting to think you have an addiction.
No, it's just that bean sprouts are too good overall. But you know, with a pretty face and the ability to cook so well, I bet a lot of guys approach you. Plus, she's good at her job, and if you don't care that she used to work as a lounge host, then she's pretty much the perfect catch. Although she already is extremely popular.
I'm not interested in guys that approach me anyway because that just means they're after my looks or my status, right? They're not actually looking at me for who I am.
Well, I guess that's true.
I don't think I would be truly happy dating someone like that. I want to be with someone that I have fun being with, someone that I love. Why else would I have quit my job making so much money as a host?
You.
What?
You're a lot more pure than I expected.
No, that's not it at all.
Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. But stop pointing your chopsticks at me like you're going to poke my eyes out. I seriously feel like I'm going to collapse.
What? A girl isn't allowed to feel like that?
I never said that! I was just saying that it was a little bit unexpected.
You can make fun of me all you want, because in any case,
Huh? I never made fun of you.
Why not? You should be allowed to have fairy tale-like dreams when it comes to relationships.
What? I mean, you're serious enough about it that you quit your old job and are trying to rebuild your life, right?
Well, yeah, but...
Then I think that's amazing. That's it. I would never make fun of you for that. I could never make fun of somebody who's working really hard and honest about what they want. It makes me want to root for her. It makes me want to help her. And if anyone were to make fun of her for it, it makes me want to kick them in the back and send them flying. I also have a dream, to build my own home at this age. Even though everyone around me says it's too early or that's impossible alone, I'm also working hard to get there. Me and my bean sprouts. I answered her proudly, but for some reason, her face started to sink. This is weird. I thought I was encouraging her. Come on, I wasn't trying to be funny.
Oh, please forgive me. I didn't mean to stare at you like that, but...
As I was trying to figure it out, she must have seen the look on my face because she panicked and started apologizing. Don't worry about it. I totally understand why you would want to gaze at a good-looking guy.
I am truly sorry for staring at you even though you're not even good-looking.
Hey! I'm going to knock you over! What are you laughing at?
Nothing. It was just the first time you've said something like that. It made me pretty happy. Thanks.
Sure. Cut it out. Don't compliment me all of a sudden. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I'm being serious, you know. That made me happier than you probably even realize.
I wasn't doubting you. I was just blushing. But well, as someone who used to work as a lounge hostess up until now, maybe no one said something like that to her before. Plus, she probably has these ideals because she's spoken to a lot of guys and had many of them make unwanted advances at her.
A lot of people told me that fairy tales don't exist, and that I'll have to make compromises.
Well, to those people, you can just smile and laugh. A third-party opinion means nothing if you're serious about your dreams.
You're right. Yeah, that's definitely true.
But wait, why are we talking about something like this? So serious and out of character. I'm the type that thrives a lot more in comedy and lighthearted conversations. Well, but I have to say, it doesn't seem easy to find somebody like that. Of course, I'm not telling you to give up or anything.
None of the guys that approach me are what I'm looking for, so I get it.
I bet. The food is so good.
Oh, that's right. I seem to have a lot of fun whenever I'm with you.
Hello there. Is today a day of compliments?
On top of that, you don't look at me like all the other guys do, and you're actually honest with me.
Well, that's because you're you.
And you actually understand my dreams.
Well, you understand my dreams too.
Although I still don't understand your obsession with bean sprouts.
Is that so? I see. This is where we reach a consensus.
I'm going to say this based on what we just talked about, but you seem to be the fitting mold of what I've been looking for. Oh, are you okay?
Not okay. I'm not okay. That came out of nowhere. What are you saying?
I can't help it. Oh, I think I've fallen for you.
Just from that conversation?
No, not just from that conversation. There's nothing I can do about it. Now that I realize that I've liked you all along.
No, but that doesn't mean that you...
And the more I think about it and think about it a lot, I realize that coming into a single man's room by myself and making him dinner must mean that I already felt that way at some point.
Now that you mention it, that's true.
You're in full support of my dreams, and I have so much fun when I'm with you. I know this is all happening really suddenly, but my past is my past, so I'm not saying any of this lightly. I can cook, and I think my looks aren't that bad either.
No matter what anyone says, she is such a catch. But still, that came out of nowhere.
And you know that I would be able to support your dreams too, right? We could even split the loan of your dream home.
Whoa. That's what happened. At the start of the following week. Hey, little Mr. Tsuruga. I heard a little rumor that someone saw you and Miss Kurashiki at the grocery store together over the weekend. I can't possibly imagine that that's true. But why don't you tell us? As usual, the male colleagues came cornering me. I swear, I didn't do anything suspicious at all! Which is true, We didn't do anything to cause concern. Well then, if that's the case, that's good. At that moment,
Saku! Let's go home together.
whoa, now wait a minute! Huh? I knew this would happen. Hey, Miss Kurashiki, get away from me! We had dinner together, and we went shopping together, and she suddenly confessed her feelings to me. Ever since then, her attitude changed completely.
I don't want to.
As for how I responded to her in that moment, I'm sorry, but I'll leave that to your imagination.